without you. Maybe it's the only way to go through. I won't lose myself for anybody. I'm not sorry. Yeah. Though it hurts, I only wish you blessings. When intuition talks, you gotta listen. I won't lose myself for anybody. I'm not sorry. Yeah. 'Cause you build me up to break me down. Never respect the love you found. And I had a voice inside the back of my mind. I always knew it deep down. You don't deserve me, babe, I won't lie. Got no more tears to cry. Oh, no looking back this time. 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 Running from the truth was getting reckless. In your arms, I never felt protected. Oh. 'Cause you don't deserve me, babe, I won't lie. Got no more tears to cry. Oh. No looking back this time. 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 No looking back this time.
Wow, wee. I hope you are all well. I hope you are all well. Look, ye had little faith. Ye had little faith. I always said it was going to get done. I was a believer. Klopp turned me from a doubter to a believer. And you should have all believed as well. It was always going to happen. It was always going to happen. And don't you worry about Mark Wahey. Don't you worry about Mark Wahey. Mark Wahey is going to happen, okay? It's going to happen, all right? They've already made a leaving video for him at Crystal Palace. They've already made a leaving video at Crystal Palace that says, "Cheers, Skip." Okay? And it's in black and white. All right? Don't you worry about it. Do not worry about it. And also, Alexander Isak has passed his medical. So all the nonsense from the Newcastle accounts saying that he's failed his medical are bollocks. He is now doing photographs. And he's got a fresh haircut as well. And he'll be doing the Axeline soon. Do not worry about it, okay? I know you've all got PTSD from us not getting Zubimendi and stuff like that. We have Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes at the club. We have Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes at the club, okay? They know what they're doing. The adults are back in the room. Business is going to be happening. The deals are going to go through. Do not worry. And I know everyone's panicking about Oliver Glasner saying that he's going to quit. He's not going to quit, but if he does, he's going to go to Bayer Leverkusen. All right? And that might be the reason why he quits. That might be the reason why he quits. But Steve Parish needs to sell. And Crystal Palace have bought a 19-year-old kid for the bench. And they're about to sort out a loan deal for Igor from Brighton as his replacement, who's a very capable player. Igor, like, they paid good money for him, Brighton. So don't worry. Don't worry. Mark Guehi has said his goodbyes. My God, he scored an absolute banger to go out on a high. Do not worry about it. If you bear with me 2 secs, I'm just... sorry, I'm just writing a message to Cal from Coppish. Anyway, so what have we got to talk about? We have got so much to talk about because there are so much going on. Like, it's absolutely wild. Like, we have so much happening right now. Like, Joe Gomez potentially going to AC Milan. That might be off now. So we might be keeping Joe Gomez, which makes a lot of people happy because he's staying behind, which means we've got that backup. And then you got Harvey Elliott potentially off to Aston Villa. Unbelievable stuff. And then you've still got all of the reserves that we haven't even talked about. Like, Kay Gordon's still around, Jayden Danzer's still around, Calvin Ramsey's still around, Reece Williams is still around. There's still so many players at Liverpool which still staying or going. I don't know. So there's still a lot of juggling going on. But Elliott's an interesting one. Look, I talked about Morgan Rogers. All right, I talked about Morgan Rogers. I only had information that we scouted him 10 times last season, and he was really, really liked, and we did kick the tyres. And the fact that there's a lot of stuff buzzing around Harvey Elliott potentially going to Villa, and obviously Villa on the verge of signing Jadon Sancho. Is there a move that we could get Rodgers out? And that's what I floated. Yeah, I looked at it. I mean, I asked Lewis Steele about it, and he come back and said that there was a lot of interest in Morgan Rogers, but that's died down, and he doesn't think that's a deal that's going to happen. And he also doesn't think Liverpool have got any money left, by the way. So he thinks that Liverpool are spent, and maybe Morgan Rogers might be one that we look at in the next window. But don't rule anything out, because don't rule anything out. But then you have to look at the fact that Elliott's going to Aston Villa on loan. He's not going on a price, and I know they're going to have an obligation to buy him for 40 million. I still don't think it's enough, by the way, for Harvey Elliott, 40 million. But he's on about 60, 70,000 pounds a week wages, which means we'll be taking that wage bill off as well. That's more wages to come out. I also think there's a part of me that thinks that the Gomez deal was also just to get wages off the books. Gomez could still happen with AC Milan, by the way. Don't rule that out completely. I know Fabrizio Romano said it's off, but I don't think it's completely off. I don't. They've been talking about Joe Gomez for weeks now, with AC Milan, and everything's been confirmed with AC Milan and Joe Gomez. So I don't know. I'm really not sure that one's completely off. And you also have to look at the fact that, look, Jackson was in Bayern Munich, about to have a medical, got called off, decided he wanted to stay overnight. They tried to rekindle the deal. The deal's completely off. Flew back to Chelsea. Bayern Munich are trying to sign him again, which means he could end up going back to Bayern Munich. So Joe Gomez going to Milan is nothing. Like, they can do the medical in London if they want to. Like, that's not a deal that might or might not happen. Like, Joe Gomez could end up at Palace. I don't think he will, though, because Palace have sorted out two centre-backs now. But Joe Gomez could end up at Tottenham. Like, bear that one in mind. Bear that one in mind, that Joe Gomez could end up at Tottenham. They have looked at him all season. Okay? They've looked at him all season. Clubs get desperate. It's the transfer window's about to end. It's all getting a bit crazy. Manchester United are trying to get rid of 9 players, like, on this window now. So, look, Mark Guehi is here, government of Liverpool. The medical will happen in London. Don't panic. Don't panic. All right? Don't be one of those people that starts panicking. All right? We've signed Alexander Isak now. Okay? He's passed his medical. He's now putting on a Liverpool shirt, and he's going to be getting photos, and I mean, he's going to be doing this. Like it's mind blowing. Like, it's mind blowing. We're gonna get the guy that we've wanted all season, who nobody said we'd get. Yeah, nobody would think we'd sign him. Everybody was saying it's 150 million. It's 150 million, and it looks like we're getting him for 120. Looks like we're getting him for 120. I said 138 million. I was told 138 million. If you kind of add it all up, we had to give he had to give up 5 million of his loyalty bonus, so that takes it up to 130, because it's 125 million. Takes it up to 130, and then you've also got the money that AIK get, which is around 5 to 8 million. So it is pretty much 138 million. But there's money that Newcastle don't get because we have to give to other clubs. So it is 138 million, really, but we're not gonna talk about that too much. Look, Mark Guehi is not difficult. It's not difficult, okay? It's not difficult. He said his goodbyes. They've already made a leaving video for him. Crystal Palace have made a leaving video that says, thanks, Skip. So wait for that to come out. Wait for that leaving video to come out, and then you can start saying to me, oh, you didn't know anything about it. Well, wait for that, okay? Guehi will happen. He said goodbye last night. Have a look at the videos. Have a look at the videos. He got pushed towards the crowd to say goodbye, and he didn't want to do it. And he also turned down a Sky interview because he didn't want to get asked the question, are you going to Liverpool? Are you going to Liverpool? He's a humble guy. He's a religious guy. Like, I think his dad's a pastor. Like, I think his dad is a pastor at a church. Like, he's a really humble religious guy, Mark Wahey. But it's crazy, man. It's crazy what's going on. So Victor Lindelof's gone to Aston Villa. That's done on a free transfer. Tottenham are on the verge of getting Randall Colomani. Nicholas Jackson's on his way to Bayern Munich again. Harvey Elliott betting has now stopped. Sky Bet have now stopped all bets on Harvey Elliott. That's an interesting one. So Jadon Sancho and Harvey Elliott are having medicals at Aston Villa, and Lindelof's also completed a move. Joe Gomez's future is still in the balance. Have I got any more news for you, which is live right now? Let me check. No. 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 No, I've got nothing. I've got nothing new for you. Nothing breaking. Nothing breaking now, right now for you. But what I can do is I can go through all of the other stuff which I wanted to talk about. So yeah, this is going to Newcastle. 55 million. Guehi Medical in London. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just reading the chat. Sorry, I'm reading the chat. His dad is a minister. Okay, there you go. Well, I knew he was something to do with the church. So there. Okay, what else have we got? Let's share some stuff. There's 127 you in here. Big up everyone. Hit the like and subscribe. That would be amazing. Hit the like and subscribe. That would be amazing. I'm just going to share some stuff. So, first of all, I want to pop this one in from Indy just now. LSE have completed the signing of Alexander Isak. All contracts signed from all parties. He wants to be the first to pop that one because he's been on top of that from day one. Wanted to pop these in. Deadliest duo in the Premier League. We definitely need to talk about these two. We need to talk about these two. We need to have a really good conversation about these two, and we will, okay? We will have a conversation about these two. Maybe you want to talk about that, which has now been posted up. That's Alexander Isak in a shop, looking like he's wearing a Liverpool tracksuit. That one's funny, which I've seen knocking around. Harvey Elliott, 35 million obligation to buy. Ben Jacobs. That's a good deal. That's a good deal for Elliott. I think that's a good deal for Elliott. That's obviously that was from David Ornstein. That got broke from David Ornstein, the Harvey Elliott stuff. From Fabrizio, from Bendoni. AC Milan walk away from Gomez deal as they've not received authorization. However, deal now off. I'm not sure that is as off as everybody thinks. I will say that. And this is from Ben Jacobs, by the way. Liverpool now confident of finalising deal for Mark Wahey. Expected to happen, but it's a race against time. Medical will take place in London. Okay, so the medical will take place in London. Ben Jacobs again. Liverpool now confident finalising deal. Yeah. Directly from him. That was from Ornstein. 35 million plus. Remember the plus, okay? It's not 35 million. It's more than 35 million, okay? I think it's 40 million, okay? Being told it's 40 million, all right? So the plus means a bit more. No, Elliot hasn't gone to Leipzig, obviously. He's going to Aston Villa. So I don't know what your point is. I don't know what your point is there, Sky Blue. Like he's going to Aston Villa. Like I said, he agreed terms with Leipzig, which they did. They agreed terms with Leipzig. Obviously, Leipzig didn't want to spend the money, which seems to be a thing. Really, they don't spend a lot of money. German clubs. How good were those two yesterday? By the way, like Dominic Szoboszlai and Kerkez. Did you think Dom would be our right back and Kerkez would be our left back last season? Like, seriously? The pair of them were absolutely unbelievable. Unbelievable, the pair of them in that game. Quality. Absolute quality. Yep. Sky betted, spended betting on Elliot joining, so that's a done deal. It's also more money. I mean, bloody hell, how much money have we raked in? How much money have we raked in? And we also have to talk about this. Alexander Isak gives up 5 million loyalty bonus to make the move happen. No one's talking about this. No one's talking about this. Everyone was waxing lyrical for Gyökeres giving up his loyalty bonus to go to Arsenal. Oh, what a guy. Oh, what a guy. Nobody's saying anything about Isak doing that. Nobody's saying anything about Isak doing that. He's still a scumbag. He's still horrible. He's still disrespectful. But he gave up his 5 million loyalty bonus. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic, honestly. Something I've got to mention now is this. Does he come and take the number 9 shirt? Does he? That's the question. Does he come and take the number 9 shirt? Because Chiesa's got the number 14 shirt and he's not leaving. He's not leaving. So does he come and take the number 9 shirt? I genuinely have to ask that question. Because is this a bit of a poison chalice, that shirt? Benteke had it, stinker. Nunes had it, stinker. Carroll had it, stinker. Aspas had it, stinker. Lambert had it, stinker. Cisse, stinker. Not Cisse. Juve, stinker. Cisse was brilliant, sorry. God bless Cisse, he was brilliant. There's a lot of stinkers in there, by the way, who wore the number 9 shirt. Obviously, you got Rush, Fowler. You got Rush, Fowler, Cisse, Torres, and Bobby. I don't know. Like, I genuinely don't know how you feel about it. Like, I don't know how you feel about it. Like, does he come in and take the number 9 shirt? I know. He's a fantastic bloke, apparently. Yeah, no, Torres was great. I didn't say Torres was bad. I never said Torres was bad. I'm just saying there's a lot of stinkers that wore the number 9 shirt. So does he come and take the number 9 shirt? That's the question. Make it 99. Because I know he'd want the number 14 shirt. Because that's the shirt he's worn all his career. But Chiesa's got it. But then do you give Chiesa the number 9 shirt? and then he joins that list. I don't know. I don't know. It's an interesting one. I just thought it was an interesting one with the numbers. Also, this one as well. This one's a bit of a madness. This is from Pythagoras Boots. Great channel, by the way. So, Isaac is different level. Liverpool ain't messing around. I'm not sure people understand how much Isaac instantly takes Liverpool attack up levels. Ekatike link up pass stats in the Premier League are 14 out of 21, 67%, 7 out of 16, 44%, 2 out of 5, 40%. Isaac averaged 80% and 77% in those games. From 2023 to 24 to 24 to 25. Do you understand how good Alexander Isak is at keeping the ball with Liverpool? Did that compute? He is a 77 to 78% pass completion in the final third for a whole season. I'm not talking about a game. We're not talking about a game. We're talking about an average over a whole season. And everybody talks about, and this is what I've said on many channels about Isaac. Everybody talks about, oh, he's lethal. He scores loads of goals. He's really good at dribbling. He is a fucking monster at keeping hold of the ball and giving it back to a Liverpool player. He's a monster. 79 and 78% average the whole season. Not one game, not 2 games, but 38 Premier League games. Can you imagine you getting the ball up to your striker and there's a 1 in 3 chance every single time you're going to get the ball back from him? The ball is coming back to a Liverpool player. Technical beast. He is a unicorn. There are not many. There won't be many strikers ever. There won't be many strikers ever that can be that technical. On the ball, off the ball, with the ball, in possession, up against players, to go past players, to clinically finish in the box. I've been on loads of channels and people are like, yeah, I think you're going a little bit overboard. But no, we're not going overboard about this guy. This guy is a unicorn. Everybody waxes lyrical about Haaland. Isaac. Haaland can tie Isaac's boot, can't even tie Isaac's boots for the technical ability that he has. Can't even tie his boots. He is, for me, Bobby Firmino, yeah, and Sadio Mane with Robbie Fowler finishing, all combined into one. All combined. Actually, Bobby Firmino, Sadio Mane, and Erling Haaland finishing all in one package, all in one player. Boom, boom, boom. Because Mane was a dribbling beast as well, by the way, but Bobby was technically insane. Because look, Mo Salah scores a lot of goals, but Mo Salah isn't a clinical finisher. Sorry, he's not a clinical finisher. Okay, so we know that, but we love Mo and we're not going to diss him. But the finishing, that's the thing, the finishing ability of this guy with the technical ability of Bobby Firmino and the skill to go past players as Mane, all in one package. So special. And 125 million? I think it's a bargain. I think it's a bargain. I still think we overpay for him, but everybody's overpaying for everybody. But what he can provide, like Champions League winner, could he score a Champions League winning goal? Yeah. Could we be completely battered in a game and he scores? Yes. Like Arsenal, the first half in Arsenal, we had 2 shots. Isaac in the team, we probably scored both those goals. Completely out of a game, playing dog shit. Isaac scores your winner out of nothing. Out of nothing. And he creates and scores it himself. He provides everything. All you do is just pump a long ball. He wins it, goes past the player, scores the winner. This is what you're getting. You're getting something which nobody else has got. And Newcastle have been privileged to have it for so long. I mean, they should just be like, thanks for the memories. Like, thanks for what you provided for us. Because we weren't supposed to have it. A club that finishes 8th, a club that then finishes 5th, a club that then finishes 8th again, and then finishes 5th again, shouldn't have a player this good. They shouldn't have a player that does what he does. They shouldn't. He should have been snapped off them 2 years ago. As soon as he started to start banging them in, and you could see it, I'm surprised Real Madrid or Barcelona or PSG didn't just go, yeah, taking that one. Taking that one. I'm surprised. I'm surprised Arsenal didn't throw the bag at him. I mean, for God's sake, they've spent 1.2 billion and they've got a donkey up front. It's crazy, but what we've got is just something unreal. Unreal. I was so excited when we signed Torres because he was so special. Like, he was so special, and it was like out of the blue. Like, this one's coming to us, really? We're really getting Torres. Like, this one is about to rip up the world. And then when we got Suarez, it was like nobody wanted to take a risk on him, but we did. And you're like, oh my days. This guy has been doing it in the Premier League already. When do we go and sign a player that good from the Premier League? That's not what we do. That's not what Jurgen did. Jurgen never went and got the best out of the Premier League. Jurgen never went and got the best out of Germany. Jurgen never went and got the best out of anywhere. Mo Salah wasn't the best in Italy. He wasn't. Mane wasn't the best in the Premier League. Like, Coutinho wasn't the best. Like, he was a nobody in Inter Milan when we signed him. Like, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. Going picking off the best. Like, Bayer Leverkusen are a shadow of a club without Wirtz and Frimpong. They're a shadow of a club now, and they've just sacked their manager. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Bayer Leverkusen didn't even get into Europe next season because they've lost those 2 players. They're instrumental on everything they do. Yeah? Newcastle, I don't know what Newcastle are going to be next year, and I really don't care. Because the way they've acted, they can fuck off. But we go and get Isaac. What? Look at all the fan channels. Every single fan channel is crying. They are crying. Oh, league's over. It's done. It's done. They've ruined it. They've ruined it for everyone. No one's ever going to win again now. Ugh. Every single fan channel. Every single fan channel's thumbnail is them looking sad. Like, look at Mark Goldbridge. He's nearly crying. He's like, This is what we're doing. This is what we are doing. It's not. He's not. We've still got money. We haven't spent that much money. We still haven't got a net spend more than Arsenal this season. We're about to get 35 million plus for Harvey Elliott as well. So you can add that on on your net spend calculator and chuck that on there. We're going to get 8.5 million for Kostas Tsimikas next year. You can add that on there as well. Like, but you're going to get, we're about to, like, we've signed him. Like, that's going to get announced soon. Like, Alexander Isak, like, 27 goals. 27 goals. What? 25 years old. We're not even talking like a Harry Kane age that's gone to Bayern Munich, who we know is going to bang. But, like, 25 years old. Like, he's younger than Cody Gakpo. He's younger than Cody. He's younger than Cody. Cody's older than him. Like, this is what we're dealing with. Oh, man. Florian Wirtz, 22. Frimpong, 24. Kirkez, 22. Ekitike, 23. Mark Guehi's 25. Mamadashvili's 25. Isak's 25. You got another 5 years. Got another 5 years out of every single one of them. 5 solid years. Easily. He's signing a 6-year contract. 5 years, 6 years. Leone, 18, 19, I think he is now. Liverpool are moving for dynasty. Moving for the lot. Consistently. Year on year on year. And all we have to do is top up. Top up. We've talked about this for so long. Why didn't we do it? Why didn't we strengthen the team to an unbelievable strength when we were in the lead? When we had the advantage? Well, guess what? We've sat there and we've looked at it and we've gone, we go now. We weren't supposed to win the league last season. That was not your target, but you hit it first time and you smashed it out the park. And you made everybody else panic and worry and rearrange their furniture. And Arsenal have bought loads of players. Man City have bought loads of players. So they're rearranging their furniture. And Liverpool have gone, let's keep some of the major parts. Ali, Virgil, McAllister, Mo Salah, Cody, Gravenberch, Dominic Szoboszlai, Konate, Bradley. Let's keep some of the major parts. We've kept them. We've kept the major parts. Let's just go and reinforce all of the bits that were lacking. Left-hand side, too slow. Left-hand side, too slow. Kirkez. Didn't really have a number 10 that did the business. Didn't really have a number 10 that was going to implement the game plan that Slot wanted. Go and get Wirtz. Unfortunately, problems happened with the striker department. Jota, God rest his soul, needed a replacement. Ekitike. What do we do on the right-hand side? Trent's gone. Go and get Frimpong. Do we need reinforcements at the back? Yes, we do. Joe Gomez is getting injured a lot. Oh, we had a bid for a kid that really didn't cut the mustard. Quansah. Go and get Mark Guehi. Are we going to replace Darwin Núñez? Yes, we are. Alexander Isak. Diaz, we didn't really want to sell him, but the money came in. Who do we get to replace him? Looks like we've got Ekitike to replace him because he can play that side as well. Or just bring Rio in. Liverpool doing big business, big deals. And we got so much of it done so early on that we forgot. We forgot all about it. We forgot we already had our transfer window 2 months ago. We had our transfer window 2 months ago. These two, These two were the icing on the cake. These two were the major targets. But they just took time. They've taken time. Isak was always going to take time. Always going to take time. David Ornstein talked about this back in March. He would completely cover all of the media, all window, because of this deal. And you're right. Szoboszlai's the new right back. You don't think we just replaced Trent Alexander-Arnold? I think we may well have just replaced Trent Alexander-Arnold. How do you drop Szoboszlai? How do you drop Szoboszlai from the right back position now? How? And who do you drop out of midfield? Who do you drop out of midfield? Because the only person out of midfield that can move for me is McAllister now. You can't drop McAllister. Like, we all know McAllister's not fit. We all know McAllister's not 100% fit. Even with a not 100% fit McAllister, we still beat Arsenal. We still beat Arsenal. And look, I know Guehi's not done. I'm not going to jinx it. I'm not jinxing it. I have literally just told you, Crystal Palace have made a leaving video for Guehi. Crystal Palace have made a leaving video for Guehi. Okay? That's how much Crystal Palace know that Guehi's going, that they made a leaving video for him. They've made a leaving video for him. And Alexander Isak has already created a post for Newcastle. Newcastle have already created a leaving post for Isak, and it's got no pictures in it. It's just words. That's how much they hate Isak for leaving, which is pathetic because they're about to get 125 million for him. Me telling you that the Guehi's coming isn't me jinxing it, by the way, because I've been right about every single transfer. The only transfer I wasn't right about was Osherman. That's the only transfer I wasn't right about, was Osherman. And aren't you glad I was wrong about Osherman? Because we went and signed Ekitike and Isak. So aren't you glad I was wrong about Osherman? Because a lot of you want, because I wanted Isak ahead of Osherman. Isak, Alvarez, Osherman were my three, and then Ekitike. They were my three. They were my four. And then Brian and Buemo. They were my five strikers, but also they were Liverpool's five strikers. And we've gone and got the first one, Isak. We couldn't get Alvarez. We all know why. So we went for the third one, which was Ekitike. Sorry, we didn't get Osherman. That was the third choice. We went and got the fourth choice, which is Ekitike. And we probably only went for Ekitike because Newcastle did. Like, we wanted Osherman. Trust me, we wanted Osherman. We nearly signed Osherman in January. If it wasn't for Napoli just being horrible to deal with, then we probably would have got Osherman and he'd been at the club, and then Nunes would have gone to Saudi Arabia. This was in January. This isn't now. This was in January. Guehi should have been done in June. We know why Guehi wasn't done in June, unfortunately. Something tragic happened and everything went on hold. And then Crystal Palace had to then start looking at what they were going to do with the Europa League. And they dropped out of the Europa League, which meant they had to go into qualifying early, which meant that Guehi had to start playing games. And then Crystal Palace, Glasner dug his heels in, and he also never got any of his signings over the line. He tried to sign two central defenders, remember? He tried to sign Diamonde, and he tried to sign this other guy who I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name, but they bid for him from Italy, and he never got him either. And that's just how it is. Sky Sports have now announced that Isak leaves the AXA Training Centre. Harvey Elliott has gone. verbally agreed a deal with Harvey Elliott. Yeah, Fabrizio Romano's already put a here we go. Yeah, Harvey Elliott's gone. Wow. Did anyone see that one coming? Him going to Aston Villa. I'm just going to share this now. Yeah, here we go. Harvey Elliott's gone. Aston Villa. I didn't see that one. I've got to be honest. I didn't see him going to Aston Villa. I didn't. I wanted Alvarez. Like, I've always wanted Alvarez. Been a massive, massive fan of him. But you can't deny how good Isaac is. Like, Liverpool have had a problem with winning big games, like with important goals. That's the problem Liverpool have had. Getting over the line in big games. Yeah, that's been a problem. We haven't had a goal scorer to win us a very tight match against a big club. It's not something we've had. Mo Salah can't do it. I'm sorry. Like, I love Mo Salah and we all do, but he's absolutely dog shit in finals. Just like Thierry Henry, he is dog shit in finals. Alexander Isak scored the winner against us. I'm thinking maybe he'll probably do the same in another final. I don't know about Morgan Rogers, mate. I genuinely don't know whether Morgan Rogers could come in the other way now that we've got Elliott. I honestly don't know. I don't know. I mean, I asked Lewis Steele, mate, and he said no. Lewis Steele said Liverpool haven't got any more money left, and Rodgers will cost quite a bit of money. But you do have to look at Aston Villa. They shifted quite a lot of attackers, and they've signed quite a lot of attackers. So maybe, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Villa were shit yesterday. Villa were shit. Did anyone see Guehi's goal? Trent has unleashed Dom. No. Slot's unleashed Dom. Not Trent. Slot has, because Slot has realised that Dom can do a job and he's put him there. That's Slot. And mainly the reason why Dom's been unleashed is because Bradley's made a quavers and Frimpong got injured because he's not quite up to speed. So, and that's mainly the reason why. So, Anfield sector on Guehi, quoting Romano now. Let's see. Liverpool have massive confidence now to get the Guehi deal done. Yeah, there you go. There you go. This is going to be a here we go soon, by the way. I'm telling you right now. This is going to be a here we go soon. There you go. All right. Who's that? Was that TD in the chat? TD, there you go. Fabrizio Romano. Liverpool have massive confidence now to get Mark Guehi deal done. The feeling is it will happen. It will happen. It will happen because Crystal Palace have got this guy. It will happen because Crystal Palace have got him. Crystal Palace have reached an agreement to sign Brighton centre-back Igor Julio on a season-long loan, according to C. Parker Turner. Go and check out who C. Parker Turner is from the Express. He is connected to Brighton. He is the Brighton journo. Okay? Not me. And also Lewis Steele said that Guehi's done. Guehi will be a medical in London. And guess what? He's in London. So we'll probably just do a medical in London. What else have I got for you? I've got loads of stuff for you, but I kind of feel like I don't know. I've just got to feeling like We should probably just talk. Yeah, I've got a feeling like maybe we just talk. Like, do you want to see more stuff? Oh, is it a here we go? Oh, we got a here we go now. No, it's not quite a here we go. It's not quite a here we go. Let me just see if my sources said anything about Guehi. Nope. Still nothing about Guehi. Let me just see if there's any transfer news in general. So Akanji is going to Inter Milan. So Manchester City losing more players, by the way. Manchester City have lost Ederson. Akanji's going to Inter Milan. And also Ake is on the verge of going to Everton. So Manchester City are about to lose 2 centre-backs and a goalkeeper. And Ortega's on his way to Germany. And Donnarumma is going to be Manchester City's goalkeeper. And look, say what you want about Donnarumma, but he is a bit of a calamity as well. Like, he can be amazing and he can be shit. Like, say what you want about Donnarumma, but the guy is also very erratic, very eccentric. Not 100% sure whether that's a goalkeeper I'd want. Not really sure that's a goalkeeper I'd want. I also think the Palace are in for Disasi from Chelsea, which would be interesting. Liverpool have now recouped 260 million in player sales. That's what I'm talking about, mate. That's what I'm talking about. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so right, Colin, let's do a little calculator test. Let's do a calculator test. Okay, so 260 million in player sales. So let's get the calculator out and work out how much we paid. Okay, how much we paid now. Not what we're going to pay with add-ons, which we haven't even had yet. What we paid now, as in money that's gone out the bank into clubs. Okay, so let's have a look how much we paid. Okay, so we paid 35 million for Kirkes because we haven't paid the rest yet. So we paid 35 million for Kirkes. We paid 10 million for Frimpong because we haven't paid the rest yet. We paid 100 million for Kirkes because we haven't paid the rest yet. We paid 69 million for Ekatike because we haven't paid the rest yet. And then we paid 125 million for Isaac because we haven't paid the rest yet. $339 million we've spent. And we've made 260 million. Does anybody want to work out how much we've actually spent? And shall we add 35 million onto that? Shall we add 35 million onto that for Guehi? Shall we, TD, can we do that? Are we okay to add 35 million on? Can I get permission? TD, can I have permission to add 35 million on for Guehi? Are you going to let me do that? Or are we going to have to wait till we get a here we go? And I'm not taking the mic, I'm just asking. Is he in the chat still? Let's add 35 million on. No, it's 35. It's 35, mate. It's not 40. It's 35. Okay, we got permission. Okay, we got permission. Let's add 35 million on. 374 million. Yeah. And, Leone. I forgot about Leone. You're right. Plus Leone. 400. Oh, that's an interesting. Isn't that an interesting number? 400 on the nose. Oh, that's an interesting number. Liverpool do like round numbers. Liverpool do like their round numbers, don't they? 400 million. Okay, so let's then. Who cares? Okay, let's take off 260 million. Minus 260 million equals 140 million, which is less than Newcastle. Less than Newcastle wanted for Isaac in the first place. That's less than Newcastle wanted for Isaac in the first place. The weird thing is, there's only one player we've sold that I'm literally upset that we've sold. There's only one player out of the entire team that I'm sat there going, I wish we hadn't sold him. And that was Queven Kelleher, because I liked him. I thought he was a really good goalkeeper. But, like, honestly, all the others, I'm like, okay. What, Ben Doak, 10 games for Liverpool, 25 million. Yeah, cheers. I don't know. Gerald Quansah, always at the scene of the crime, 35 million. Okay. Kostas Tsimikas on loan. So what? Like, we get 8.5 million next year. Who's going to miss him? No one. Maybe Mo Salah, because he's his mate. Tyler Morton. Tyler Morton never played for us. 15 million. Thanks. Who else are we looking at? Darwin Núñez. Do we miss him? No. Luis Diaz. Did you see that miss against for Bayern Munich? No, I don't miss him. Bye. See you later. Diogo Jota. Yeah, like, really miss him. Like, great player. Who else are we? Who else am I missing? Who else am I missing? I'm missing more players that we sold. There's more players that we sold. Who else did we sell? Nat Phillips, 3 million. No, I don't miss him. See ya. I can't think of any others. And that has got us 260 million. Oh, and Harvey Elliott. But it's on loan and we haven't been paid yet. So we'll miss Harvey Elliott, but we got better players. 260 million. My God. Wow. That is phenomenal. I did mention Doak. He was the first person I mentioned. So Elliott's gone. Gomez is next. That's crazy how much money we're getting. And this was something I wanted to talk about as well. Name all the Manchester United players. Name all of the Manchester City players. Name all of the Arsenal players. Name all of these players that have left their clubs and they've recouped 260 million. Really? Really? Because as far as I'm concerned, haven't Arsenal just let a load of players go on freeze and they're going to be letting a load of players out on loan? All their shit players, all their squad players, they're now trying to get rid of on loan. Okay, you haven't made any money. There's no net spend. There's no money you've made. There's no revenue coming in. So you are spending 200, 300 million pure cash. Pure cash. Liverpool has spent 400 million and we've got 260 back. And we haven't even put Harvey Elliott or Joe Gomez into that mix yet. That could take that way down to like under 100 million if you add how much we will get back eventually for those guys. And then you've got the money we got for winning the Premier League, 180 million. You've got 90 million for the Champions League. You've got 50 million for the Adidas deal. Like, Liverpool have got So much fucking money. We are swimming in the money. We are swimming in the money from shirt sales. We made 4 million in the first 3 days of signing Verts off the name off the back of his shirt. And you don't think we're going to make money off Isaac? Really? Like, we're probably going to make more off Isaac. Honestly, Liverpool are swimming in money. Swimming in money. Anthony cost them 86 million and they're selling him for 26. They're losing 60 million. Like, these clubs are hemorrhaging cash. Jadon Sancho cost Manchester United 80 million. They're not getting a penny for him yet because he's going out on loan again. Like, these clubs are hemorrhaging cash. Liverpool have lost a little bit of money. A little bit of money. Maybe 20 million on Darwin Núñez. That's it. We gained 35 million on Quansah. We gained 25 million on Doak. Like, we gained money. We doubled our money on Luis Diaz. Like, Tyler Morton, 15 million cash, pure profit. Pure profit. Kelleher, pure profit. These players cost us zero. Zero. And you've got Manchester United writing off Garnacho, writing off Sancho, writing off Højlund, writing off... Who else are they writing off? They're literally writing off everybody. They're not getting money for anybody. Like, Arsenal writing off all their players. Yeah, just give him on a loan, send him out on a free, blah, 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 da-da-da. There's only 3 or 4 clubs in the Premier League that actually do business back and forth. Liverpool, Chelsea. Chelsea, I still think, is a bit dodgy, by the way, but it is what it is. Brighton and Bournemouth. And the rest is probably profit and loss. You're living in your profit and your loss lines. You are. Newcastle have made an absolute bomb on Isaac. Bought him for 62, selling him for 125. Well, we kind of did the same with Diaz. Bought him for 37, sold him for 69, 70, 73, I think it was in total. There or thereabouts. Didn't pay a penny for Quansah, sold him for 35. Didn't pay a penny for Morton, sold him for 15. Didn't pay a penny for Kelleher, sold him for 18. Didn't pay a penny for Doak, sold him for 25. Just incredible business. There's nothing more you can say. Harvey Elliott didn't spend a penny on him, maybe 1.5 million. We're going to sell him for 35 million, 40 million. Joe Gomez, maybe we get 20 million for him. We paid $1 million, I think it was, maybe 3 million. Like, Liverpool. I have no fear of what we can achieve. I have no fear in what we're going to do in the next couple of years. Because what we're going to do in the next couple of years is we are going to carry on doing what we do now. And we're going to be selling youngsters and players that haven't made it, who aren't going to make it, for profit. And I know you don't want to hear it, but we're probably going to sell Mo Salah for about 100 million next year. We're probably going to sell Mo Salah for about 100 million next year. And we're probably going to triple the money that we bought him for in a year's time. And we may probably sell Virgil van Dijk for 100 million to Saudi Arabia. Because these are profitable players still. And I get that you want to keep them. But we will have to move on eventually. Alisson might go for another 50, 60 million to Saudi Arabia because he's a very profitable player. So we could generate another 200, 250 million just off a couple of player sales next season. because this is how we work. And this is how we should have always worked. And this is the plan that Edwards had in place for Liverpool when he was the director of football. But somebody kicked him out. Somebody got in his way. Somebody did an Eddie Howe and fell out with their director of football and took the high road and went straight to the owners and said, it's either him or me. And they chose me. They chose the manager. And this is how it works. Stefan Bacesic, if he doesn't get to play many games this season, we sell him for 20 million next season. Pure profit. Wataru Endo could go to Saudi Arabia for 10 million next year. Absolutely, he could go to Saudi Arabia for 10 million next year. If it doesn't work out for other players, we sell them on. Just how it goes. It's just how it goes. Like Lewis Kumas. Lewis Kumas might have a brilliant season. If he has a brilliant season, we call him back, we sell him for 15 million. Pure profit. All of this is what we do. This is all what we do. Konate, if we get Konate's contract sorted, we get Konate's contract sorted. If we don't, in January, we might have to have another conversation. And then we might have to speak to PSG. And maybe we get 20 million, 30 million off Konate. I have no doubt that we might be able to get half of the money that we paid on for Konate back for him if we don't get a contract sorted. But guess what? We'll have 6 months. And we'll probably work with that. But Alisson, Virgil, Mo, all next year could all go and we could earn 250 million, 200 million for all three. And guess what? We will have people in place to start doing their jobs. Why not? 30 million for Konate in January. Why not? So that's all I'm saying. Liverpool doing business the right way now. It's the way it should have always been. You use your academy for money. You use your academy to make money because you're never going to get a gem every single time. They come along once every couple of years. We were lucky with Trent. We were lucky with Stevie G. We were lucky with Jamie Carragher. We were lucky with these players, Michael Owen, Steve McManaman. We were lucky with these guys. We might be really lucky with Rio. We might be really lucky with Trey. But guess what? They never came from our academy. They came from someone else's academy. It's just we signed them for our academy. And that's what we'll carry on doing. That's what we've done with Leone. That's what we've done with Pesky. That's what we've done with Will Wright. Will Wright might not ever make it at Liverpool. But guess what? We might have paid 500,000 for him. We might sell him for 10 million in 2 years. That's what it's about. It's about generating money through player sales, through the academy, which is what Chelsea, Manchester United, AC Milan, Real Madrid, Barcelona, PSG, it's what all these clubs do. It's what all these clubs do, and they've been doing for years and years. Monaco, all of these clubs, Brighton, all of these clubs buying young players in their academy and selling them on for profit. They might never make the first team. They might make the first team for 10 games like Ben Doak did. Then we sold them for 25 million. You get one or two of them every season, you're paying for your next transfers. You're paying for your Alexander Isaks to come to Liverpool because we will go that extra yard. We will pay that extra 50 million that we might never have done before because we got it through academy sales. Conor Bradley might not make it at Liverpool. But guess what? He might make it at another club and we might sell him to Brentford or we might sell him to West Ham or we might sell him to a Crystal Palace or a Tottenham or one of those clubs and we might sell him for 50 million. The guy didn't cost us a penny. This is how it works. This is how it works. And this is how it's going to be for the future at Liverpool. And then we can buy the big players. We can get a Wirtz. We can get an Isaac. Because we've done all of the work behind the scenes to make sure we have the money coming in through academy player sales. Look at Carvalho. Look at Sepp van der Berg. We got nearly 60 million for those two guys. We paid peanuts for them. Yeah, Southampton are good at it. You're right. Southampton are good at it. Yeah. 100% Bruno. 100%. Slot said it. Slot. It wasn't just Slot that said it. It was Hughes who said it as well. Slot said it. I'm only going to replace players that are at the level to replace the players that are there. Why would I be buying a player that isn't better than the guy, or I think that's better than the guy that's already in place? And that's what we're doing. We're buying first team players, not projects. First team regulars. First team regulars. And Hughes said clearly that he's only going to get the best. He's only going to get the best. Otherwise, there's no point. There's no point being in this game to buy something that might be good. Going to get the best. And we've just signed a development coach from Brazil, who's going to come in, and he's obviously going to develop the youngsters. And we've already literally gutted out the under 18s and the under 21s. Coaching staff, manager, all the managers have changed, all the coaching staff have changed. That's what we're doing now. That's what we're doing. And you'll see us picking off some of the best youngsters from all over. You'll see us doing that now. We've just got a scout from Scandinavia, one of the best scouts in Scandinavia. So we're probably going to start picking off, we'll probably find the next Isaac iteration or the next Ibrahimovic or whatever, or the next Haaland. That's what we're probably going to do now. So it's interesting, but it's great. And Liverpool as well, with those players that we've sold, we also have sell-on clauses and buyback clauses, which means if they ever make it, we'll have you back. And guess what? If you get sold on, it's a bit more money for us. Anyway, I've done an hour, and Harvey Elliott's been given the green light to leave. He's on his way to Birmingham, so he's going to have a medical. RB Leipzig are in concrete talks with Tyreek George from Chelsea. Benjamin Pavard is on his way to Marseille. Manchester United are not expecting to sign a new midfielder, and there's no chance that Kobbie Mainoo's leaving. Johan Visser has arrived at Newcastle for his medical. He's just pulled up. I've just seen video footage. What else have I got for you? Let me just quickly check. Let me just quickly check. Medical teams on standby in London for Mark Guehi, according to the Guardian. Fabrizio Romano has already done a here we go. Crystal Palace have Igor has completed his medical at Crystal Palace, by the way. Let me just share this with you now. He's actually completed his medical. So that one must have. So this Igor medical thing must have already happened. This guy must have been on his way to Crystal Palace yesterday. So yeah, that's all. That's a here we go for him. So that's done. So they've got their centre back. Lindelof off to Villa. Iceman, Lindelof's a pile of shit. Like, I can't wait to have Villa. Villa are going to be dog shit with him. Yunus Musa is going to Atalanta. That was something I wanted to mention, by the way. That was something I wanted to mention about Yunus Musa. Does anyone think that's a bit weird that they're signing another midfielder that kind of does the job of Ederson? And I know everybody loves Ederson, by the way. There's a lot of people that rate Ederson. Don't you think that's a bit of a weird one? Like, maybe there's something going on with Ederson? Manchester United aren't going for him. I find that one wild. Santi Giménez is swapping Roma for AC Milan after a year. Ryan Cherky's out for 2 months. Marco Asensio's gone to Fenerbahce. Adrian Rabiot's gone to AC Milan. Chelsea are recalling all their strikers because they're panicking. Barcelona are shit now. Openda's gone to Juventus. Obviously, Isaac stuff. Matt O'Reilly's gone to Marseille. Marseille are signing loads of players. Edison's going to Fenerbahce. Isaac's got a six-year deal. Brian Broby set for Sunderland. That's another good signing by Sunderland, by the way. Sunderland have got Lachazia as well. Burnley have got Florentino Luis. Betis have got Anthony. Donnarumma's gone to Man City. Alex Sanchez is still playing. Alexis Sanchez. Jadon Sancho's gone to Villa. This is Newcastle. Conrad Harder's gone to Sporting. Gone from Sporting to RB Leipzig. Eric Ten Hag's been sacked after 2 games. Jackson's going to Bayern Munich again. Colin Rouani's going to Tottenham. Lamon's going to Man United. AC Milan are getting David Ogu from Wolfsburg. Brentford have got Reece Nelson. Igor's gone to Palace. That's done. Colin Rouani's done. That's it, really. I haven't got anything else for you. That's us done. Yeah, I know. Look, I know about the Leal one. Okay, you don't need to tell me about the Leal one. I know about that. We looked at it and we turned it down. This is it here. We looked at him and we turned him down. Like, we didn't think that was one that was feasible. We were offered a chance to sign him, but we didn't go for it. We've gone for Ekitike instead. I'm glad. Like, Leal would have cost a ton of money. For me, he's shit. Sorry, I just think he's shit. I just don't rate Leal at all. Like, I'd rather have Ben Doak. Back. Yeah, just not for me. Like, never been a fan of Leal. I'm sorry. We haven't got issues in midfield. We just haven't got issues in midfield. Tell me where the issues are. The problem we've got, I've said this on a number of shows. I said this on the Terrace, actually, is our pivot midfield needs to stay in a pivot. And at the moment, they're too far forward. They're out of position. So we get broke on really quickly and we haven't got enough midfielders to get back. McAllister and Gravenberch need to stay in a pivot and the ball needs to be ahead of them. Not behind them, ahead of them. I feel a bit sorry for him, if I'm completely honest, mate. I really do. No one should be sacked after 2 games. And it wasn't his fault that all those players got sold. They got sold before he was hired. Wharton next summer, or Belieber. Or Belieber. Wharton or Belieber next summer, absolutely. Actually, I think it could be Stiller, mate. I think it could be Stiller, because Stiller's staying. Stiller's staying. I think it could be Stiller. I would say Stiller, Wharton, and Belieber are really on the radar next summer, potentially. But you've got Szoboszlai there, you've got Jones, you've got Elliott. Sorry, not Elliott. Endo. You've got Stefan Bacecic, you've got Trey Ione. Got plenty. Like, can we all talk about our depth as well? Because this one just winds me up. Before we go, another 10 minutes, okay, before we go. I've already shown this on channels. Yeah, I've already shown this on channels. This will be, that's our starting 11. That's our starting 11, okay? Let me just make myself a little bit smaller. That's our starting 11, okay? You've got Ali in goal, Kirkez, Virgil, Canate, Frimpong. Yeah, you can put Szoboszlai there. All right, you can put Szoboszlai there if you want. All right, we can move Szoboszlai there. Okay, we can put him in there. All right, I get it. Okay, I get it. Let's put Szoboszlai there. Hang on, let me just completely remove that. Let's just put Dom. Put Dom in there. Okay. It's easy just to write Dom. All right. Okay. So we can put Dom in there. Okay. All right. That makes everyone happy. Okay. So you've got Kirkez, Virgil, Canate, Dom, Gravenberch, McAllister. Look, I know people probably don't want Cody in there now. I know people will probably want Ekatike. I know people will probably want Ekatike in there now. Actually, I think what I need to do is I need to remove them. Oop. Let me just remove him completely and let's put Ekatike. Okay, so people will probably want Ekatike in there now. All right, and that's fine. That is absolutely fine. Okay, and then maybe put Zob. Maybe put Zob's line there. Okay, so let's leave that as our team. Yeah. So then you've got Ekatike, Verts, Salah, Isaac. Okay, that is an absolute balling squad. That's a balling squad. Okay, if you want, you can remove Canate if you've got a problem. Okay, if you've got a problem, then you can move Canate. Okay. Okay, so people might want to put Guehi in there. Okay, I haven't got an issue with it. So okay, take Canate out, then put Guehi in. Okay, that is an absolutely balling squad. It is. It's an unbelievable team. There is no team in the Premier League as good as that for me on paper, with all of those players there. Yeah, and then you still have the reserves. You still have the reserves. Okay. Szoboszlai, yeah. Rio, yeah. Ekatike, yeah. I put Guehi in there because Guehi can replace Virgil in that position. But that is your backup. Your backup team can probably challenge. Your backup team is probably good enough to get into the top 5. And that's your backup. Like, that backup is better than 20 teams. No, sorry, 15 teams in the Premier League. That backup's better than Burnley. It's better than Leeds. It's better than West Ham. It's better than Brentford. It's better than Brighton. It's better than Sunderland. It's better than Everton. It's better than Crystal Palace. Like, how many more teams does it have to be better than? It's not better than Newcastle. It's not better than Newcastle. I mean, the midfield's not as good as Newcastle's. And some of the defence, if I'm honest. It's not better than Tottenham's. I mean, it is in some areas. Not better than Man City's. It's not better than Arsenal's. It's better than Man United's. Like, it's unbelievable. It's incredible what it's not better than Chelsea's in some areas. Chelsea's midfield is better. It's better attack. Like Szoboszlai and Ekitike. It's better than Chelsea's. That's what I'm saying. Like, unbelievable. No. Look, Cody's in my first team. Okay. Like, I don't want this to be a Cody. Like, Cody's underrated. Cody's not underrated by me. Cody's unbelievable for me. Okay. All right. This isn't any dig against Cody. Okay. Cody's great. All right. Cody's great. Cody nearly scored. No, Cody nearly scored yesterday, but unfortunately he was offside. Like, and we nearly scored the goal because of what Cody did, but he was offside, unfortunately. But it was Cody making the run, which makes a difference. For me, Cody's a starter. All right, for me, Cody's a starter. Okay. But yeah, this stuff about we haven't got depth is just bullshit. I'm sorry, it's just bullshit. Absolute bullshit. We've got so much depth. Like, and I've took Elliott and I've took Gomez out of that team as well, by the way. If Gomez stays, then Gomez goes in for Leone. Like, you potentially got the England World Cup centre-backs. Like, you've got Gomez and Guehi as your backup. They are the England World Cup centre-backs. And you've also got the England midfielder in Curtis Jones as your backup. Like, Bradley's the captain for Northern Ireland. Mamadashvili's the best goalkeeper for his country. Szoboszlai's the captain for his country. Endo's the captain for his country. Like, Robertson's the captain for his country. Ekitike's just been called up to France. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, what are we talking about here? We have an unbelievable squad. Unbelievable squad. So this nonsense of, oh, we haven't got enough, it's nonsense. I'm not hearing it. I'm just not hearing it. Like, Harvey Elliott doesn't even get on the pitch now. So sell him. Make 35 million from him. Good. Joe Gomez can't get on the pitch. I mean, he got on the pitch yesterday because Canate was injured. But if we get Guehi, then he starts ahead of Gomez. So move him on. Like, or keep him. Or have more squad. Have more squad. I don't mind. It's crazy. Anyway, I'm out of here. All right. You all have a great day. Is that confirmed? Fulham have agreed a £22 million deal to take Tyreek George from Chelsea. Wow, Chelsea making more money. I'd be really interested to see how much money they've made. Like, that's crazy. Like, how much money did Chelsea want? Like sell yourselves another a hotel and another football team to yourselves. Like, make more money. Cooking the books or what? I'm glad we got Isak though before they went and threw in a stupid offer, because they're panicking now. I'm just going to transfer you to another show, but first of all, I want to make sure you've hit the likes and subscribe. Can I have 2 more likes, please, to get me over 100? Can I have 2 more likes, please, to get me over 100? That would be amazing if we could do that. And I'm now going to send you on to Footy Judge Mo, who's been on for 28 minutes. So I'm going to send you over to Judge Mo. and put in KMAC raid. Put in KMAC raid, and I will see you all tomorrow. I might do a show later, depending. I might do a show later, depending on if we get the Guahi deal done. If we get the Guahi deal done, and maybe some other stuff happens, I might do a show later. But yeah, go and put KMAC raid in and go in. Oh, is Jamie live? Okay, I'm gonna transfer you over to Jamie. Hang on. Let me see if Jamie's live. 2 seconds. Okay, let me just hang on 2 seconds while I just message him. Just bear with me. I'm just stay on for a sec. I just want to make sure that he is going live for you to go straight over, and I will hang on for like another couple of minutes if I have to, just to make sure that you all pop over to see Jamie. But before I go, I'm just going to do a quick shout out to my show sponsor, which is Match Bingo. I mean, loads of you have downloaded the app. I really appreciate that. If you want to go and download it, it's in my description. If you use the QR code, if you deposit £5, you get £10 free, and it's £2 a bingo card. And if you buy 4, you get 1 free. It's really simple to use. Really simple to use. So it's just like a normal bingo card. But when you open it up, you will have lots of different options of like who scored, like do you score in the first minute, how many subs are made, and there's a box on one side which is the home team and a box on the other side which is the away team, and there's a couple of boxes in the middle. And if you get all of the boxes, that's a line. If you get another line, then you can also win 2 lines. And I won already a couple of times, which is great. And if you buy your bingo cards, it kind of looks like that. Yeah. Come on, Jamie, let us know if you're live. Is he live now? Can you see if he's live now? Obviously, use the QR code, and obviously gamble responsibly. There's a couple of games coming up, but there's no big ones right now. But download the app, have a look at it, try it out. If you do bingo goals, then it's just a game. It's a previous game that's happened, and then you can obviously see how you're getting on against that. But I won quite a bit of money already, which is always good. And obviously, if you win a full house, you can win the whole pot, which is normally about 250 quid minimum. Gamble responsibly, and thanks Match Bingo for sponsoring my show. I am just waffling now, and I still haven't got anything. Does anybody know whether Jamie's live? Is he live? Is he live? Is he live? Okay, what I'm doing, I'm sending you there anyway. Stick in the chat, KMAC raid, and I will see you all maybe later on or maybe tomorrow, depending. Just keep your notifications on, and you'll see when I go live next. Isaac is a red. See you later. Take care. Bye-bye.